Hello everyone. We're here in the kitchen again and we're seeking the answer to life itself. Yes, I have that knowledge. Truly, we do. Because food is life, right? So, we've found that answer to that lifelong question. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is food. Come on, let's go make some.
Who makes the sauce? Who makes the meal? Who makes your good time completely ideal? With a dash of salt and a pinch of love, you get the best food right out from your oven. So quit all your bitching and get in the kitchen. It's time, it's time, it's time, oh, it's time, it's time. Chef Teddy and Paul. Chef Teddy and Paul. Chef Teddy and Paul. Chef Teddy and
Tonight, we're making sushi. And I know everybody's looking out there going, "Oh no, raw fish, gross." No. We're not doing raw sushi. We're doing cooked sushis. Specifically tempura sushi. I'm a big fan of the dragon roll. And dragon roll is a tempura shrimp in sushi with cucumber, avocado, eel sauce, a few other things. And I love those. So what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of some takes on that. I have a couple of different kinds of shrimp. I have a tiger shrimp, and I have, what was the other one? Brown shrimp. I also have some Alaskan snow crab that we're going to do a tempura for. And I also have some sirloin filet that I've cut up into nice cubes and have put into a teriyaki marinade that we will also do as a tempura. That's inspired by the way that I like to eat at melting pot, which, by the way, is kind of a thing. I like to take the food and dip the steak into the batter and then fry it up. So we're gonna see if that works just as well, and then I'm gonna put it inside the rice and see if that's good. Kind of staying on that melting pot theme, I'm also going to make a cheese fondue that we can use to dip the sushi in. I don't know if that's going to end up working out. But if it does, then it'll be good. But if it doesn't, I have bread and apples and things like that to go with the fondue. So fondue will be good no matter what. In the meantime, I'm boiling some rice here. If you can't see it on the pot there. There's the pot. So I'm boiling some rice, and that's a standard sushi rice. It has reached a boil, which is where I'm supposed to get it to. And now I have to bring it down to a simmer for exactly 20 minutes. Once that's done, we'll move on. But while the rice is making, I'm going to also make some eel sauce. Because that is not something that I could find at the supermarket. Apparently, that's made from scratch. The recipe isn't that hard. It's just soy sauce and sugar and some rice wine, or some rice wine vinegar, or no, just rice wine, not rice wine vinegar. So we'll mix all those things together. We need a half a cup of each. Where is my half cup? Is this my half cup? I have a half cup. Okay. I'm gonna put them into a bowl. No. All right. So what we're gonna do is we have some soy sauce, and I need half a cup of this. pour-proof bottles. Half a cup. Half a cup of rice wine. I love easy recipes that all have the same amount of ingredient. Half cup, half cup, half cup. Super easy. And half a cup of sugar. The thing about making making sushi specifically, is not hard. It's just that there's a lot of pots that are supposed to be kept going at once. There's a lot of little teeny recipes that are very easy recipes that go into it. So it can take some time, or at least take some real organization if you want to have 4 pots of different things going on at once. I'm not going to do that. That is really way too much going on for me to keep track of, and something will end up messed up. So I prefer to just do it easily, one thing at a time. Now, with this eel sauce, we're gonna, since we have a cup and a half of products in here at this point, since we have half cup of the rice wine, half a cup of the soy sauce, and half a cup of the sugar, so that's 1.5 cups total. And this recipe is supposed to make 3/4 of a cup of eel sauce. So what that means is that it's going to have to do some reducing, which means letting it just sit here on the heat for a time, which is fine. We have time. I have other things to prep. All right, we are in the process of reducing our eel sauce and making our rice, which has 10 more minutes left to go before that has to come off the heat, and then it's not even ready then. But in the meantime, what we can do is we can prepare our shrimp, which means pulling off the shells. So that's one type, that's the brown shrimp right there. And here's the tiger shrimp, which have already been deveined and have been shelled. So we're just going to take a couple of those out. They're very large. And we're going to take our brown shrimp that we sliced, and we are going to devein them. Which means just cutting along the backbone here, opening it up, and scraping out the goo. Okay, now that our rice is done, the thing about perfect rice is you have to cook it with the right amount of time, but then there's some other things that you need to do afterwards. And I'm going to show you what those other things are. We take our rice. This is 1 cup of rice, by the way. It becomes about 4 or 5 cups of cooked rice, which I can't get out of the pan because I need a spatula. Let's do that. And now what we want to do is we want to fold our rice to let it cool. This is a very important part of the process for making sushi rice. You don't want to be harsh with it. You just want to be gentle. Just fold it through, let it separate and move, so that the ambient temperature in the room can get to you. Then, and now we have a sauce that we're going to use. And this is some rice wine vinegar and some sugar and some salt. I just want to fold that in as well.
One of the most important things about sushi rice is to keep it moist. If you're not going to use it right away, put a paper towel over top of it to keep it wet while it's sitting.
Okay, here's the paper towel, Teddy. And we're going to do that while we finish with the rest of our prep. All right, back to the shrimp. All right, and then once we have our shrimp deveined and done with, we're going to put them in some water and just clean out that vein. Give them a little comfortable watching. Paper towel. Okay, so our next step in prepping our shrimp, put these away. Let them get frozen since I'm not going to be using them right away. That isn't the next step, that's just me talking. The next step is to straighten our shrimp, because tempura shrimp are not curly shrimp shaped, if you've noticed. Now these brown shrimp are pretty straightforward, but we're going to give them a couple of little cuts here. I'm going to open them up even more. And then our tiger shrimp, which are the ones you're really going to see the difference on. See, now we have long shrimp that are ready for our tempura batter. Okay, this next bit kind of requires Cracker Jack timing. So we've got all of our meats laid out, and I'm going to take a cup of ice water. It's very important that it's ice water. And I'm going to crack 2 eggs into it. And I mix them briskly, but not thoroughly. And then I immediately add 2 cups of rice flour, all at once. And also mix that, but not thoroughly. There are supposed to be lumps. And then we take our proteins, dip them in a little bit of cornstarch, cover them in cornstarch to start. Then all right, this is way too thick. Why is this thick like this? I don't know. Okay, so we have achieved our goal. It looks like this is cooked exactly the way we want it to be. Let me get a little closer for you so you can get a good look at it. It does look pretty much just like tempura, right? But now, I have one last step that I want to take. All right, so the next big step is we have our veggies, and we're going to cut them into pieces that we can put onto our sushi roll. So I have a cucumber here, and I'm going to cut that.
Are you going to peel that cucumber?
Why, is that a thing that needs to happen?
If you want it to taste good, yes.
Okay, well, we'll do that then. Okay, so I have peeled the cucumber. How was I supposed to know? My general rule about things that are green is if they're not mint chocolate chip ice cream, then I don't put them in my mouth. It's worked for me pretty well for a lot of years now, so. All right, cucumber, huh? All right, so let's do a down the center. Let's do another down the center. Teddy, are you supposed to take the seeds out too?
Oy vey.
All right, fine. Jeez. Okay, avocado. I've seen people do this, never actually done it myself. There's a person at work who has an avocado nearly every day. I've watched her do it a number of times. Shout out to Chantel. Hey, Chantel. But I never really paid that close attention to it because I never thought I'd be doing it. Go fig! I know there's a big pit in there. So I'm just going to go around in a circle like this. And hope that I can get it to pop open. Come on, you little bastard. Don't make me get the big knife. I just cut you right in half. Like that. Super did not want to come out. Why is this so hard? I'm very confused as to the consistency of this avocado. My avocado experience is that it's smoother, almost creamy, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it, but that's what I've seen. See people cut into them and it's just like with a spoon. The avocado that I've had on sushi in the past, just, you push it out with your chopsticks and it just becomes a pop. This does not appear to be that same consistency. I'm very confused. And I've also got some green onion, which we're going to do as well. Just the green parts. The white bulb, go bye-bye. Now that our vegetables are cut, we have our little rolling pad. And where did I put the nori? Such a good question. Nori. Okay, now our rice. Take a rice ball. Just spread it around. A little bit of plastic wrap. And now our ingredients. That's good. Green onion. Some avocado. And our shrimp. This is the tiger shrimp one, which I have a little bit more shrimp than I have room for. So I'm going to do slice off the head of the shrimp and make it so that it fits. Take our roller, holding the plastic wrap in our hand so that it comes off as we roll, theoretically. Slice it with a wet knife. All right, that's the first one. This is the steak one. Try and do this one a little bit more tight. The last one was a little loose. We have some crunchies that we made. Sprinkle that on top. So what we need here, we're going to start with our cheese. And we need 1 teaspoon of fresh garlic. Chopped. So we're going to do some chopping. So I'm going to do a little bit better job than what they do. I think get closer to mincing than chopping, really. I really don't like that flavor. I think that's a little bit of the wasted cheese on the bottom there. It gets too garlicky. So where are my measuring spoons? Measuring spoons, where are you, boys? There. 1 teaspoon. There we go. I'll leave that there for right now while we do the rest of the business. I need 6 ounces of cheese. So I got 5 ounces of mild cheddar. And I add 1 more ounce of sharp cheddar. Perfect. And then what we're going to do, take our plastic bag right here. We're going to add a bit of cornstarch into it. And our cheese into there. That cornstarch, that's going to help it to stay thick as a cheese. All right, so we want 1/2 cup of broloff. You can use chicken or vegetable broth. I'm using chicken. Add our garlic. Gonna do some mustard powder. That's enough. Gonna add a bit of our cheddar cheese. pepper. A little bit of Worcestershire. That looks just right, right? I don't know if you can see that happening. You can see it against my body, right? That's just what it's supposed to look like. Yay! At-home cheese. Love it. All right, so how to serve. Yay for my shoe. Well, okay. This is lots of good stuff. So let's see what we got. Start off with the... Don't know what to start off with. It all looks so good. All right, let me grab a shrimp sushi. That tastes good. How about some cheese? Oh, this is cool and fast. Might have to find a way to get a burner over here. Or either that or eat it right at the stove. Oh. But it's perfect. Mmm. That is melting pot cheese right there. Awesome. Mmm. Let's see. Let's try one of the crab ones. Oh, no. That was tiger shrimp, not crab. So good. The eel sauce is perfect. And one of the pieces of steak. This is the weird one, so let's see. Super tasty. Very nice. All right. Now let's see if we can't take one of these crab ones and might not have cut these all the way down to the bottom. Oh, that one's good. That one seems okay. See if we can get some cheese on there. Conceptually strong, except for the fact that seafood and cheese are not a really good combination. Maybe the steak one. I have done well. This is going to be a lot of food for a long time. And there's an awful lot that I didn't prepare either. So, this is a meal that's going to keep on giving. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. A little better than last week, right? No Taco Bell. So, we will see you on the next time. Remember, eat well, cook lots. No one deserves to die hungry. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good night. So what do you think? How do you think we can keep this warm at the table? Think 3 or 4 candles we could put underneath it?